Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Lewis with Spinal Health and Nutrition. So let me start off asking you all a few questions. Have you noticed that as you get older, you don't have the energy that you used to have? Whenever you try to do certain athletic activities, exercises, your performance is not up to par the way it used to be when you were a lot younger. Have you also noticed that whenever you're trying to lose weight, it seemed to be a struggle to get some of that weight off? Or when you look at your blood sugar levels, it doesn't seem to go down as fast as it used to. Okay. So let's take a deeper look at this. Oftentimes we think that it's our age, that we're getting older, but it goes a lot deeper than this. Okay. Let's imagine that we're going to the lab. We go into the lab and we dissect what's going on inside the cell. What we see inside the cell is a structure called the mitochondria. We're going to look into that. Okay. I'm going to start off talking about the mitochondria. It's located inside the cell. We have thousands of those mitochondria inside our body to help all of our organs and tissues function at an optimal level. Now, when we look inside the cell, we will see the mitochondria. Another word for the mitochondria is a cell powerhouse. That's what produces the energy that we need from the cells. It's the mitochondria that keeps us alive. It's the mitochondria that help us to survive. And it gives us the energy that we need, especially when it comes to muscle contraction, whenever we are using our certain muscles for certain performances, athletic activities or exercises. Let's get into the function of the mitochondria. I mentioned that it helps to generate energy necessary to power the cell. It also aids in detoxification. It is also where the metabolism is. We often hear people say, hey, as I'm getting older, my metabolism is slowing down. Yeah, it's the mitochondria. And it also helps promote cell growth and cell multiplication. But the main thing we want to concentrate on is energy. Like I said, as we get older, our energy levels go down a little bit. We begin to rely on caffeinated beverages, energy drinks to keep that energy stable. But that's only going to be temporarily, because once those caffeinated beverages wear off, we're back to feeling tired or lethargic again. How does the mitochondria produce energy? Okay, first it needs oxygen. And that oxygen combines with glucose, or the sugar that's in our blood. And then from there, it combines with water, carbon dioxide, and then we have our energy. There's a substance that's produced when energy is being produced from the mitochondria. It's called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That substance is the energy byproduct that's required for muscle contraction. It is also used for nerve impulses, and is also used for protein synthesis. Yes, of course, as we age, the mitochondria slows down. How? Because as we get older, there's a substance called ROS that stands for reactive oxygen species. It's the ROS, reactive oxygen species, that slows down the function of the mitochondria. When that builds up within the mitochondria, it alters the DNA, and it alters the energy that we need, and it also decreases the amount of ATP. Remember, ATP, it helps us to get our muscles to contract, and also nerve impulses. So that's why you wonder why, hey, I notice when I'm getting older now, I'm not as fast as I used to. My muscles doesn't contract as it was when I was in my youth. I'm feeling weak. I'm feeling tired. Yes, because ROS. All right. Now, here's the good news. Can we increase our mitochondria? Yes. How? I'm going to show you all how. But it requires discipline, and we have to put in the work. So how to increase mitochondrial function? All right, let's talk about exercise. Not just any old exercise. We have to do some endurance exercises, exercise training. All right. Endurance exercise training will definitely increase the reactive oxygen species. It's going to decrease it. It's going to increase oxidative capacity, which will improve energy production. Okay. Now, what's becoming more popular that a lot of people are doing now, and I'm also doing it myself, is HIIT interval training, okay? Or also sprint interval training. That would definitely speed up the mitochondria when we do sprint interval training. Because when you do sprint interval training or any type of interval exercises, that would definitely help burn calories a lot faster, increase the oxidative capacity of the mitochondria, which will lead to an increased production of energy, okay? Another step that we can take, now when it comes to nutrition, we can also do intermittent fasting, because another key thing that we can do to increase the mitochondria is calorie restriction, okay? Whenever we consume too much calories, if we saturate the amount of calories on the mitochondria, that's going to increase that ROS, which will decrease our energy. Intermittent fasting is key. Now, what is intermittent fasting? That's when we go through a period of restricting calories to a period of not restricting calories. You can go 4 hours throughout the day without eating, or 12 hours throughout the day without eating, okay? But after the intermittent fasting is over, then you can eat. But we have to watch. We don't want to wait till the fasting is over and then just consume anything into our body. Consume all types of sugars, foods that are just loaded with calories, because that's going to screw up the mitochondria, okay? With foods, so I want to talk about the foods that will boost. We need fats, good fats. All right. The good fats are the fats that are going to fuel the mitochondria. It's going to give it the energy that we need. All right. So now when I talk about good fats, I'm talking about fats that come from oily fish like salmon, sardines, or tuna. Avocados is another good source of the good fats that we need. Olive oil. Okay. That's another good one. The extra virgin olive oil that comes from California. Not just any old olive oil, all right? That will definitely boost the mitochondria as well. We also need our antioxidant-rich foods such as berries, spinach, kale, broccoli, greens, okay? We need our protein to protect the mitochondria from oxidative stresses, okay? So that's what we need, all right? So the good news is, now that we know what we have to do to boost the mitochondria, all right? Once we put in the work, we will see that age is nothing but a number, right? Oftentimes, like I said, as we get older, we lose our energy, we lose our stamina, and we say, I'm just getting older, I can't do this anymore. There is a possibility that can be fixed. We just have to put in the work by doing the right exercises, the endurance training, the HIIT interval exercises, and also consuming the right nutrition. And that will help restore and recharge that mitochondria. And trust me, you will get that youthful energy again. You will get that youthful feel at the gym when you're exercising, and also the youthful performance as well, all right? I am Dr. Lewis. Subscribe and share to our YouTube channel. And remember, your health is your greatest investment.